G'day, it's Pete here, and I'm back for Reboot Your Bridge. Now today we're going to be looking at responders' strategy when they don't have support. So when they're typically bidding a new suit or possibly no trumps. What sort of strategy should they actually be going through and what should they be trying to achieve? Anyway, we'll jump right in and see what we can do. Okay, so let's just say that our partner opens one heart and we have this hand here. So the first thing that responder wants to do, any suit that they bid will promise at least 4 cards in that suit. So it doesn't matter that we've got 6 cards in spades. What we want to do is start off by bidding 1 spade. And now this will tell partner that we have 6 or more points and at least 4 spades. So we can show our length in the spade suit later. The general strategy that I go through when as responder is the first thing I go is, do I have 6 or more points? If I don't, I pass. If I do, the next thing I look for is, do I have support for partner? If I do, is it a major? And if it is, I just support straight away. If it's a minor, I think, can we find a fit in a major? If not, I support them right away. Assuming that I don't want to show support, the next thing I do is work out, am I a minimum hand or am I stronger than that? If I'm a minimum hand, so 10 or less points, I'm restricted to bidding new suits at the 1 level. So I can, if I had support, I can support hearts at the 2 level, that's fine. But any new suit, if I bid that at the 2 level, it would show 10 or more points. So the only suits I can bid are at the 1 level. And luckily, my spade suits, I have that available and I can bid that at the 1 level. If I can't do that, I just bid 1 no trump. If you're in the other range, 10 or more points, basically you're free to bid your suits at either level. So if you can bid it at the 1 level, then good, you go ahead and do that. If you can bid it at the 2 level because that's the suit that you wanted to bid, then you go ahead and do that. So basically, if you're in the minimum range, you're restricted to the 1 level. If you're stronger than that, you can bid at the 1 or the 2 level, depending on what suit depending on what your partners bid, what level they're forcing you to bid your suit at. Anyway, so here we've just got a nice easy 1 spade response. If we look at this hand, we have 8 points, and if our partner opened 1 heart, we don't have a fit for hearts, so again, we want to bid 1 spade. So if opener bids a major, if they start with opening a major, they show 5. But if responder bids a major, they're only showing 4 or more. You don't need to worry that responder's showing a 5-card major. So here, responder just bids 1 spade, which says I have 6 or more points, and I have at least 4 spades. Even though I'm balanced, I don't need to bid 1 no trump. 1 no trump as a responder doesn't show a balanced hand, so you don't need to worry about that. We are just trying to bid our cheapest 4-card suit that we can. If we can't do that based on our point restriction, we bid 1 no trump. Okay. So here, if partner opens 1 heart with this hand, again, we've only got 7 points, so we're still in that minimum range. The only suit we think's worth bidding is, well, we've got clubs and diamonds, but both of them can only be bid at the 2 level, and we don't have enough points to do that. So on this hand, we'd actually bid 1 no trump. So as I mentioned, responding 1 no trump does not promise a balanced hand. What it does show is that you don't have support for partner, and you don't have any 4-card suits that you can bid higher than what they'd have. So I'm denying 4 spades, and I'm denying 3 hearts, and I'm showing 6 to 9 points. I could have a 7-card minor, I could have all kinds of things, but I'm just telling partner that I don't have support for hearts, I don't have spades, and I've got 6 to 9 points. If we made our hand a little bit stronger and we got 1 heart, we're now not in the minimum range, we're in the medium range. We've got 11 points. So once you have 10 or more points, you're able to bid suits at the 2 level. So here, I look at the suits that I want to bid, and you always want to just start bidding your longest suit if you can. Sometimes you'll give preference to majors, but I won't go into that at the moment. So here with this hand, the suit that we want to bid is clubs, and because we have to bid it at the 2 level to show it, we need that 10 or more points. So with that previous hand where we were weaker, we weren't able to bid 2 clubs, but here we can, and this will show 10 or more points with at least 4 clubs. Now, bidding a new suit at the 2 level doesn't show a 5-card suit. Any suit responder bids shows 4 cards in it. Now, there are some times that they can work out by the process of deduction that you've got 5 of them, but in essence you're showing 4 card suits. So let's talk about when opener can work out if responder has a 5 card suit. So if responder had 3 hearts, you would raise to 2 hearts, or raise hearts at least. So when you bid a new suit, you're saying that you typically don't have 3 of that suit. If we had 4 spades, if we have 4 spades and 4 clubs, we would bid 1 spade rather than 2 clubs. We always want to bid the cheaper option. Now, if we bid 2 clubs, it says that we don't have 4 spades, unless our clubs are longer. So if we had 5 clubs, we could still have a 4 card spade suit, but we would have a stronger hand for that. Whereas if we bid 2 diamonds, what this is saying is we don't have 3 card hearts, because otherwise we would have supported straight away, unless we're the really strong hand, but we're not worrying about that. If we had a 4 card spade suit, if we had 4 spades and 4 diamonds, we would bid 1 spade. So we don't have just a 4 card spade suit and 4 card diamonds, so spades is capped at 3. If we had 4 clubs and 4 diamonds, we would be bidding 2 clubs rather than 2 diamonds, because we always want to bid the cheaper one. So when we bid 2 diamonds like this, this will actually be a 5 card suit. So it's just going through the process of elimination. So if you bid the suit just one under what opener did, you'll actually have 5 cards in that suit. So a heart pass 2 diamonds, a spade pass 2 hearts will be 5 card suits, because you can go through that process of elimination to work out that if they only had 4 cards in that suit, they would have had something else they could have bid. So via that reasoning, they have 5 in that. But basically, if we bid 2 clubs like we should on this hand, we're only promising at least 4 clubs and at least 10 points so far. We can show, if we had more or something more to describe, we could possibly do that on a later bid. Next, here we have 11 points and 4 spades and 4 diamonds and 4 clubs. Now, the key thing here is we're in the medium range, so we've got 10 or more points. So we're able to bid suits at the 2 level, but we don't need to jump to 2 spades. We're going to leave the jumps to jumping in new suits as responder as just empty at the moment. We're not going to describe what those are. But with these hands, we can just start with 1 spade. There's no need to jump to 2 spades to say I've got 10 or more points. So we just respond at the cheapest possible level when bidding new suits. The times that we jump are in no trumps or repeating suits, but when we're bidding new suits, we're just going to keep the auction low. So even though we've got 11 points, we don't show our partner that straight away. We let someone limit their hand, and that's when we try and do that. So here, 1 heart pass 1 spade. I just got a question from Game King, 3343. So if you've got a 4333 on diamonds and your partner opened 1 heart, then you would usually have support for hearts. So you'd do that. So basically, if you were trying to bid 2 diamonds to show like a game-forcing heart raise or something like that, you're always going to go back to hearts. So your partner worrying whether you had 5 diamonds or not isn't relevant. Because you've got this ulterior plan over there. Whereas if you're just bidding that suit because you don't have support for hearts, then you would be a 3-2-5-3 because there's no other options. Anyway, just like before, 1 heart passed to us, and we've got 13 points in the 6 card spade suit. Again, we don't need to jump, we can just bid 1 spade. We've only shown 6 or more points and 4 or more spades, but we will get to show this later on our second bid. We don't need to jump in these auctions to show that we've got enough points to go to game or that we've got long spades. We keep the auction low, we find out more information and take it slowly. So even though we would have enough points to go to the 2 level, we don't jump in new suits like this to show better hands. We're leaving those bids free. Currently they can be used for other conventional purposes or other things like that, and we'll talk about that at a later stage. Okay, so let's say partner opens 1 club and we've got this hand. We've got 8 points and we've got a fit in clubs. Now remember, one of the key things is that when you have a fit in a major, you want to show that straight away. When you have a fit in a minor, you want to check to see if you have could have a fit in the major. So here, even though we have a fit in clubs, it's important that we still want to try and show our spades and bid one spade, because we might have a 4-4 spade fit still. So instead of raising clubs straight away, we want to show our spades, and then we'll tell partner we have a fit in clubs later. But if we'd found a major suit fit, that would take priority and we'd just show that straight away. Okay, so sometimes when you're completely balanced, so let's say it goes one club from our partner and we've got this 8 count with a 4-3-3, we've got no 4-card suits worth bidding. So we can't bid a diamond, a heart, or a spade. So here what we want to do is just bid a no trump. And this will say that we've got 6 to 9 points and that we don't have any 4-card suits worth bidding. Now, we won't have 4 spades, we won't have 4 hearts, depending on partnership style, but most people would bid diamonds if they had it. You won't have 4 diamonds, so you're marking your partner, this hand shape, as a 4-3-3 on clubs. If we had a 5th club, we could support our partner. So by bidding one no trump here, looking at what you bypassed describes your hand a lot. If we're a bit stronger than that, so here we have 12 points, if our partner opens one club, we can't bid one no trump. One no trump will show 6 to 9 points. So here what we want to do is jump to 2 no trumps, and this will say 10 to 12 points. And I didn't, with the balanced hand, when you're bidding it over a minor, but it'll also say that we didn't have any suits worth bidding. So if we had 4 diamonds, maybe we would have bid 1 diamond as well. But we definitely don't have a 4-card major. So if we had 4 hearts or 4 spades, we would definitely be bidding them. If we had 4 diamonds, it's dependent on partnership agreement, what you actually do. But here, with 10 to 12 points, we can jump to 2 no trumps. If we're even stronger than that, what we can do is when it goes one club, we can jump to 3 no trumps to show 13 to 15 balance without a suit worth bidding. We don't support partner, we don't have a 4-card major, because if we had one of those, we would have bid them. So when you bid 3 no trumps, you're denying that. So when we've got those balanced hands, that's what we can do. If we looked at a hand like this, and our partner opened one club, with this, while we do have 13 to 15 balanced, this time we've got a 4-card spade suit, so it's important to actually bid our spades along the way here to say, yes, I've got spades. We'll still end up possibly getting to 3 no trumps if we don't find a fit elsewhere, but we want to try and show our majors first. And if partner opens one heart, if we look at this hand, we've got 13 to 15 balanced, but again, we've got suits worth bidding. So here with these hand types, I'll just bid 2 clubs, the cheapest of my 4-card suits that I can bid. Notice that my diamonds are better. It's not based on quality what I'm bidding. I'm just bidding the cheaper one first. If I had a longer one, I would have bid that, but with equal length, 2 4-card suits, I'll bid the cheaper one. If I've got 2 5-card suits, I bid the higher ranking one. Anyway, that's all I wanted to cover today. Hopefully it cleared up what responder strategy should be when they're trying to bid new suits. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.